Welcome back, everyone. Now it is time for our reading. So I'm going to go ahead and pick these cards really quick. I know some of you like to see the shuffling and whatnot, and let's see, I'll put that over there. Didn't look at it, but you'll see this card up here, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, because as I was getting my cards out and just kind of waking them up, she came out to say hello. So the decks that I'm using is, this one right here is the Santa Morta deck. And I like this deck. It's, you know, it's small. It's good for the hands, but I wouldn't suggest this for beginner readers. But anyway, if you look at my YouTube, it's under Dragon Rose Creations. If you look under that, you will see the different reviews that I do for the cards. Alrighty. So let's do this. Do a quick reading here. Okay, the bottom of that is the Five of Swords. So we'll get into that in a moment. Let's look at our oracle cards. This is the Messenger Oracle by Raven Fillin. Anyway, okay, it is the Surrender to the Flow. Oh, that is perfect for this astrology reading. It is so perfect. Like I said, I've told y'all these readings go so well with astrology. Going with the flow, surrender to the flow. And what is that flow? Many people don't even know what that flow is, but it's the flow of that divine energy. You think of it like a river, okay? And when you go with this, meaning going with what is in progress, yeah, you try to help yourself, but you know, you're going with this flow, you will get there easier and quicker instead of fighting. Those that hang on to the sides and try to grasp for dear life, those are the ones that get beat up along the way. Relax into this flow, surrender to the flow. This time of year, definitely, as we are going into our dark half of the year, it is an ending, yes, but it's also a beginning. This is a transition, and this is a big energy, so wonderful. And then we have the Crow and the Dogwood intelligence. And that is one thing what I don't get about some people is that they rely on exterior things in order to tell them how best to take care of themselves and whatnot. But the Crow uses his own intelligence. And the Dogwood tree, the 4 petals here, this is bringing us back to the foundation, back to simplicity, back to using our mind, not just reacting and just, you know, going, just acting out of emotions. It's using discernment. It's being prudent. It is learning how to work through what you know, okay? Find out the information that you need, and then you act from what is best for you. So I want to talk about this card really quick, because when I did get the cards out and I was setting the table and everything, and I did the chime and I was waking my cards up because I haven't read these in a while, And I was waking them up and I started shuffling, and she flew out of the deck. And this is very important, especially for this time of year. This is Santa Muerta. And you'll see that she's pregnant. She's looking at a baby cradle there. But she also is a skeleton. And she is carrying the... oh, I can't think of the name of it. What the Grim Reaper carries. I can't think of the name of it right now. But you see the roses here too. So this is about life from death. And this is very important as we're going from Samhain to the winter solstice. So, you know, understanding that flow, understanding that transformation, you know, nothing is destroyed. It's just transformed. When we leave from this world to go to the next, I mean, we're not dying. You know, we may be losing our physical existence, but our soul still remains. This is the circle of life. So let's see our past. Our past is the star. So we have, and you'll see this person is actually in the water. This person is in the water. So the bottom part, which would be where you would ground into the earth. This is in the water, but she's also touching the earth as well. So she is grounding her dreams, her inspirations, her those things that she wants. She is grounding them in the earth. Her hands are open for receiving. And you see the star here. Well, it's the sun. It's 7. It's the 7-pointed star here. So this is 7 is about reflection as well. It's about seeing where you are and seeing what you have done. This is really good. This is in our past. So we were grounding our dreams. We were trying to figure out what we want. We were trying to, you know, the star tells us to never give up. Never give up on those things that we want. Never give up on those things that we want to create. And our present is the 8 of Swords. Now, presently, we could be going through a lot of things. This is a very chaotic time. It's very it's transformational. So we can be going through a lot of stress. Now, swords represent the air, and this represents messages. And this is going to, this really ties us into the Mars and Gemini, where you're having all of this different information coming into you, and it's almost like you're being bombarded with information, and it's not clear. You see how this is so chaotic through here. You can't even, all you see is these swords, and this is chaos that's happening. Now, it looks like, I don't know if that's a leaf or a bird or, but you know, this lightning here, I'm not sure. I think these are leaves. This deck did not come with a book, so I wasn't able to read the creator's views of it. But with this one, it seems that there's a lot of information. There's a lot of things that are coming at us right now, and it's really hard to decipher through them. So here we see the Knight of Wands, and this is the energy that's coming up. The Knight of Wands, you can see, he is, he's rearing back. He's ready to go. He's holding it up. He is on a charge. He is on a quest. So it seems here that this is pushing us to act, to actually act and go forward. And our challenges will be the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is different. You know, knights are usually messengers, but here he's still. He's watching. He's waiting. This energy, and I think this is also tying into Mars as well. This is going to be going into our eclipse as well, because this energy is very slow. The Knight of Pentacles, he's at a standstill, and he's waiting for something to happen. So for a challenge, this could simply mean that, you know, you have to check your impatientness. You have to be patient during this time and pay attention and be an observer, because there's a lot of things that are developing. So what's going to help you? Well, the Hangman, here we go again. There's something that is working its way out, and you need to see things from a different perspective. I really like this one because he's removing his head. It looks like he is actually removing his head. So this is telling us, in his third eye right there, see that hole? It's telling us that we really need to look at this differently. We're missing something. So when we think about a normal Hangman card, he's hanging upside down. So it's like there's something not right here. There's something that is does not, you know, the dots are not connecting here. So our advice is really saying that, you know, you need to look at this a different way. Patience will be something that, you know, you may feel like you're not going anywhere, but you are. You are going somewhere. It's just taking time because there's something that you need to see. And the outcome is the Three of Swords. So you see the two people there, and one's holding two swords and one's holding the other. And you see these look like, they look like sunflowers. I'm not really sure what kind of flowers they are, but they are a yellow. They remind me of a flower that would bloom in the fall. So this is saying that there will be something that you're going to have to release in order for you to go on, to you go forward. There will be something that's going to have to be released. And I'm going to pull one of these cards here. This is the Gothic Tarot, and I think it's just the, this was gifted to me, so I'm not really sure where to get this or anything. But I'm going to pull a couple clarifying cards, okay? So we'll do this one and this one. Those want to go there. So here we have Justice, okay? That's very good. And then we, okay, the Emperor. All right. So from here, we do see where we were wanting something to change. We are wanting the tides to change, and, you know, we want to, we're not quite through this. We're not quite sure about things, but we are wanting things to work out. It's time. And yeah, it's time. It is time for those scales to be balanced. It's definitely time. And we have the Emperor here. And the Emperor is, I love this card because it reminds us that our power is within us. This is the Emperor card. It reminds us that our power is within us. We do have the ability to make things happen in our life and to change the course of things that we don't like going there. But we're going to have to use discernment and prudence, and we're going to have to look at things from a different point of view, looking at different sides of it. There's a lot of confusing stuff that's happening right now with Mars and Gemini. Yeah, that scattered mind. And it is bringing war between two siblings. So we have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Here we go. We have one that's wanting to take off and charge into it, but we're having another one that says, you know, we need to wait a minute, because we need to slow the process down as there is an unfolding. And I think this goes wonderfully with the astrology reading, as in allowing things to unfold in their own time, to surrender to the flow, to use our intelligence, to use our mind. Don't just depend, just because somebody has nice little abbreviations after their name does not mean they are God. Just because somebody is standing in a public office somewhere does not mean they're God. They are human. We are human, and that is something that we have to understand. And we have to use the stuff. We have to bring back our sovereignty and remember that we use our minds to our, highest, capability to be our highest good. So, yeah, justice will be served. And, I will say to you, when justice is served, it will be served across the table. It will, everyone sitting at the table will be able to feel those scales balance. Remember, the power lies within you. The power lies within you. It's not within your sword. It's not within your axe. It's not within the titles that you may claim. Your power is yours. It is how you yield it that is going to determine your future. All right. And yeah, remember, it's going to require you to release something, and that is going definitely right on track with the new moon and solar eclipse in Scorpio. So, and this is, remember, Venus is there, so this is 3 of Swords too. So this could be something that is close to your heart, something that was at one time meant a lot to you, but it's just kind of sizzled out. It's kind of at that point now where you've come into a crossroads. So yeah, but she's here, Santa Muerte, which is who this deck is named after. She's here to remind us that womb and tomb set back to back. It's all about transformation. Transformation, indeed. All right, you have a wonderful week, and I hope that you have a blessed new moon and a solar eclipse. And remember, the power is within you. Take your power back. Remember your sovereignty. Nobody can tell you what is good for you other than you. Many blessings and merry part till we merry meet again.